Welcome back to our channel where we provide you with the latest updates and tips to thrive in the world of online work. So if you're a freelancer, you are working remotely, you're a digital nomad, this is the place where you need to be to get all the information that will help you to thrive in the world of online work. I'm your host for today. My name is Tope from Audible Talents, and today I'm going to be taking you through an important update regarding the tax information on Upwork. So make sure to watch this video until the end. Now, a few months ago, I did a video regarding the W8 BEN form, a tax update that Upwork required every freelancer to do. And I'm so happy that that video really helped a lot of people. So I want to appreciate those who reached out to us, know how the video really helped them. We are always very open to hearing your feedback because this helps us to know that what we are doing in this channel is actually helping people. So, but before we delve into this, into details and into what's the topic we have for today. If you haven't already, please hit the subscription button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our valuable updates and exciting content. Okay, so trust me, you won't want to miss what we have in store for you today. At March of 2023, we got this email from Upwork announcing a newly simplified flat rate structure of 10% for all freelancers. And what this meant was that the new rate was going to go into effect on May 3rd, 2023, and the existing tiered structure will be retired. Now, Upwork has this tier structure that ranges from 20%, that starts from 20% and gradually falls down to 5% after you have earned a certain threshold, a certain amount of money. Now, what Upwork is saying is that those rates will cease to exist by the end of 2023. So Upwork is open to honoring those who are still currently working within those rates up till the end of 2023. But by 2024, there will be a single rate, and that will be the 10% flat rate for all freelancers. Now, clients also have their new rates, but we are not going to be covering that in this video. Shortly after we got this email from Upwork announcing the new tiered rates, we also got the VAT information from Upwork saying that they were going to start a charge, the VAT charge on transactions where they are required to collect it. So the tax applies to many digital services that Upwork supplies to freelancers, such as the purchase of Connect, the service fees, and the membership fees. So Upwork will start charging VAT, or Upwork has actually started charging VAT because the deadline then was the end of April 2023. And as at the time we are making this video, that charge has already commenced. Now, an additional step to this is that if you have a VAT ID, that is your VAT ID, and you would like to display it on your invoice, so you can actually do that by updating your tax information page. You can just go right there and put your VAT ID, and if once you do that, Upwork is going to add that to your invoices. Now, the VAT ID is different from your tax identification number. So please take note of that. It is also different from your NIN. If you're in Nigeria, it's different from your national identification number. It's different from the VAT ID is also different from your tax identification number if you are a freelancer in other parts of the country. So this VAT ID is completely different. And if you don't have a VAT, Upwork is saying that all you need to do is to go to your tax information page and acknowledge that you don't have a VAT ID. So even if you don't have this VAT ID, Upwork is still going to charge the VAT. Upwork is still going to charge the VAT even if you don't have a VAT ID, because they want to remain compliant to the laws of the land where their freelancers are working. So if you're a freelancer in Nigeria, this is the VAT document that Upwork provided, and it contains very, very useful information that you can use to educate yourself and know how you are taxed by Upwork, everything about the VAT, the new structure that Upwork is operating. So Nigeria requires Upwork to collect the value added tax, that is the VAT, and remit it to the tax, to the government of Nigeria, just like we are going to look at some other countries, and we are going to discuss that a little bit later, but I want us to start with the one for Nigeria. All right, so again, we said that the VAT applies to certain digital service that Upwork provides to freelancers. And these are the membership fees, the connects that you purchase, and the freelancer service fees. So we all understand the membership fees, and when you purchase connects, it's just like maybe when you go out to an eatery to buy stuff, you always see that once you are issued a receipt, you can see that on every item, every good or service that you buy, there is a VAT fee that has been added to that. So the VAT is added to the price for the item or the service that you bought. So this is not, this is really not different from that. All right, so when Upwork charges this tax, it's because the government of Nigeria has required them to do so. And so this is why this is happening. So Upwork has given us here an example, just for you to understand. Now, the VAT rate in Nigeria is 7.5%. There are different VAT rates all over the world. All right. So, but the one for Nigeria is 7.5% of the cost of the service or the item that is being taxed. So, for instance, if you are to pay $100 in service fees, now note that because a lot of people make that mistake. If the service fee, that means the fee that Upwork is charging you for a contract or a project, if it is 100 USD dollars, then the tax will be 7.5% of that $100, which is $7.50. So in actual sense, what you would be, the total at the end of the day would not be $107.50 that Upwork is going to charge you. So Upwork is going to charge you $100 service fee and the VAT. The VAT is 7.5% of the service fee. Now, a mistake that some people make is they feel that Upwork is charging 7.5 of the contract fee. No. Upwork is charging 10% of your contract fee. So if the service fee that Upwork is charging you is $100, it therefore means that the contract fee, the original contract, is about $1,000 worth. So if the contract is $1,000 worth, Upwork is going to charge you 10% of that $1,000, which will be $100. And then a VAT fee will be charged on that service fee. So this is how the VAT charges, this is how it operates. So this is just an example that Upwork is giving to explain to freelancers how this works. Now, again, Upwork is telling us that you are not required to provide a VAT ID, just like we mentioned before. And providing a VAT ID does not exempt you from being charged. So whether you provide the VAT ID or not, you are going to be charged for the tax. You are required to pay that tax because the government of your country requires you. And in this instance, the government of Nigeria requires Upwork to charge this tax, the VAT tax, and remit to them. Now, if you choose to provide your VAT ID, again, Upwork is going to place that on your invoice. So if you are in a situation where you need that kind of information, all you need to do is to go to your tax information page and upload your VAT IDs. Okay, let's take a quick look at exemptions. Nigeria does not offer any applicable exemptions from VAT, and there's no exemption from providing your VAT ID. So if you provide your VAT ID, that doesn't mean you are exempted from paying VAT. So whether you provide the ID or not, you are required to pay VAT. Now, what happens when your location changes? Say, for instance, you were originally Nigeria and then you moved to South Africa, for instance, or you moved to the US, for instance. Upwork requires you to change your location setting. And then once you do that, they will automatically adjust your VAT to correspond with the rates of the new country where you are resident in. And so that's just the way it should go. And then we have all these other additional questions that you may have. I'm going to add the link to this page in the description so that you can always go back there and read up on all of this. All right, I quickly want to go over some other countries. It's not just Nigeria. So for instance, in the Switzerland, we can see that the VAT is actually 7.7%. So it's kind of like close to that of Nigeria. And so if, for instance, Upwork was charging $100 service fees, then at the end of the day, 7.7% of that $100 will be $7.70, and then the total will now be $107.70 that will be charged. So if you're a freelancer in the Switzerland, Upwork is going to charge that when when they provide some services, these services here, whether it's membership fees or when you purchase a connect or for your freelance services. All right, let's also quickly look at freelancers in South Africa. So freelancers in South Africa, your your VAT rate is 15%. This is actually higher. So again, Upwork has already written here what it's going to translate to at the end of the day. And there are other additional information that you can read up here so that you know what to expect. Again, you are not exempted. So this is like across board. It doesn't really matter where you are. So if you're a freelancer in South Africa, the value added tax rate is 15%. Let's look at Serbia. So for freelancers who are located in this region, the service rate is actually 20%. So Upwork is not the one determining this rate. This is the VAT rate of your country, and Upwork is just obliged to charge this rate because Serbia requires Upwork to collect VAT. And then finally, we want to look at freelancers in Malaysia. So your SST. So in Malaysia, it's not called VAT, it's actually called SST, Sales and Service Tax. And the sales and service tax is 6%. Okay, it's actually the lowest. So if you are charged $100 for your service fee, Upwork is now going to also take the tax on that. The SST tax on that will be $6. And so at the end of the day, you are paying $106 for your total charges. Now, this explains or just gives us an information around how Upwork is charging. All right, so that's it for today's update on Upwork's tax information. I hope this video has shed some light on the recent changes that Upwork has made, especially around the flat rate of 10% on their service fees, and also on the VAT rate that is being charged, which is different. It all depends on where you are located in the world. Remember to stay informed. Staying informed is crucial for your success in the online working world. And if you always want to, get such information, just feel free to always check back here. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your other fellow freelancers who could benefit from this information. Remember to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you are always notified whenever we release new videos. So I want to thank you so much. Again, my name is Tope. I'm from Audible Talents, and I will see you in the next video. Happy freelancing.